The Admirals were striving ahead in the 80s. I have a lot of cards from the 80s, 90s, beyond. I'm not going to go into detail about all of them. They had a lot of card day giveaways. I tried not to miss those. They had stuff that was available only at the arena. I tried to pick up stuff there. The Admirals aren't sold like everywhere. A lot of the stuff, if you want it, you got to get it there, which is fine. I have a lot of stuff. Let's talk about it. Okay, first, I do have the Badgers represented by an autographed Chris Chelios card. The Admirals changed logos again in 1982 to my favorite one. They gave away pictures or cards of the guys that they would sign for fans. I'm not sure when they started this or how consistent it was, but pretty sure they still do it now. They would have 2 or 3 guys on occasion come on the concourse and just sign for whoever wanted to get them. In the year 84 to 85, they became the farm team for the Chicago Blackhawks. They only were that for 1 year. I do have a program from that year. Darren Pang was on that team, more famous as an announcer than a player. In 1988, the Bradley Center opened, really as a home for the Milwaukee NHL franchise, which never happened. Sure, it makes more sense to have hockey in Miami. That's who got it instead of us. It was still a good home for the Admirals and the Bucks. 1988 started a 5-year run as the farm team of the Vancouver Canucks. This is when I started going to a lot of games. Just growing up, a little extra money, cheap tickets, good time. I had time in winter, and I'm still a Canucks fan. Peter Bukovic was captain for some of those years. Gino Ojic and Sean Antoski were fighting almost every game, it seemed. It was a fun time. They spent some time with no NHL affiliation again, with leadership from Gino Cavallini and Tony Herkus. Now, Tony won the Hobie Baker Award, and it seemed like he had a bunch of chances to stick in the NHL, but kept coming back to the Admirals. In 1998, they become the farm team to the new Nashville Predators. The Predators logo is a saber-toothed cat, and occasionally on an Admirals card, they'll have like the Predators color scheme, which is a little different. It's just because some guys were back and forth a lot. The saber-toothed cat logo comes from the remains of one of them that were found in the early 70s in downtown Nashville. I went to some games down there too. They're fun. The Admirals won a league championship in 03-04. Boy, a lot of guys went on to the NHL off of that team. I had a chance to meet them a few times too. Besides signing for players on the concourse, or signing for fans on the concourse, there was a few times where you got to meet them in other places too. Like fans could come on the ice after a game, and they would be there just to chat, take pictures, whatever. Vern Fiddler tossed a puck to my niece once. I hope she still has it. Ryan Suter and Shea Weber were favorites on defense, and they both had good long NHL careers. Darren Haydar, Simon Gamache, and Jordan Tutu were fan favorites for forwards. I finally caught something from the blimp that they dropped things into the crowd. It was a Darren Haydar card and a 50-cent Dunkin' Donuts coupon. I have some game-used Admirals gloves. I believe I only paid $10 for them. I don't know who the player was. But Fred Berry ran a business selling hockey equipment, and apparently he got a lot of stuff that the Admirals didn't want anymore. They give away these bangers sometimes. They are loud. Admiral fans are a loud bunch anyway. Now, Harris Turr bought the team in 2005, and he was a minority owner of the Brewers. In 2006, I think disaster struck. They made the worst logo ever in hockey. I didn't want to collect anything with that stupid logo on it. Yeah, they still made cards, and they still had good players, and they had them sign autographs. I caught a t-shirt out of one of those air cannons once. And they gave away stuff all the time. Pizza cutters, cups. The owner did some very stupid things, like putting the Brewer logo on a hockey jersey. Well, they finally just those stupid uniforms a couple years ago, so they're better now. Well, there you have it. Pretty much the collectibles of the Admirals in the 80s, 90s, and beyond. Not a lot of stuff, but still pretty cool. And Admiral games are still a lot of fun. So, hope you liked it.